1988 Sunline t1661. We've been using it for the last 2 seasons. I'll give you a quick virtual tour. There's your main door. There's a screen door right here where they cover it, keep the bugs out. That's got a magnetic attachment right there. This is an exterior light. There's a switch right here. At nighttime, so you can see where you're going. It's got a fold-away step. Some new carpeting on it. It's all original floors. Right now, it's got the battery hooked up to it. It's the standard car battery. It's got LED lights everywhere. Another one over here. It gets pretty bright in here. Nighttime it really lights up. There's a gauge I put in here before so you can charge cell phones on it. Standard cigarette lighter. And it's got 2 USBs, a 1 amp and a 2.1 amp. Another cigarette 12 volt source. It's low right now because I got all the lights on. There's a trash can right there. Junk drawer. There's a coat closet right here. That holds quite a bit too. Got a little compartment down below. We actually still have quite a bit of stuff in here because we took this camping 3 or 4 weeks ago. There's a mirror on the bathroom door. Here's a bathroom. It's very small, but it works. I've never used a shower in it. It's teeny tiny. I'm 6'3", so it's a little tight. But somebody might want to use a shower. I've hooked it up to water once last year, and we used it for, brushing teeth and stuff. And typically, though, we just keep a jug of water for the toilets. Most of the time, where we go doesn't have a water hookup, so we would dump it in there, and toilet works as it should. I replaced seals and stuff on that last year. There's a compartment here for toothpaste and toothbrushes. There's a window right there. It's got a frosted glass on it so nobody can see in. There's a vent up here. It's a brand new vent. I replaced that last summer. When I bought it, this vent was cracked right in the middle. And it was seeping a little bit of water in. And the ceiling right here, the lamination on the plywood is like coming down on it. It's not an issue, but just addressing that. That's the only issue I've ever had. It doesn't leak, but it did drip through that cover before it was replaced. So let's move on to the it's got a heater here. I've turned it on before just to try it, and it does work. It's a propane heater. When you're hooked up to electricity, you have your AC plugs. Got all your compartments in here. This is a gas electric fridge, so you can run it off of propane, or you can run it off of your electricity, your AC, if you're plugged in somewhere. I keep it off when it's parked here, and typically I'll turn it on a day or two before we head out and let it cool down and make sure I dry it all out so it doesn't mold. There's a freezer up here. It'll keep your drinks very cold. We usually put condiments and drinks in here. There's a power inverter. So that kicks on when you plug into your AC electricity. That's just for plumbing and for your utilities. There's your heater right there. Another compartment over there in the corner. And your stove. This model does not have the stove actually, just a cooktop. That works great though. You have to light it with a match or a grill lighter. Turn the gas on the front, and then you just turn it up here and light it. It does have an exhaust fan. It's got a light underneath. And the exhaust fan, that works good. It's a little weak because it's running off of the car battery right now. Here's your water pump. The water pump does make noise. It does come on. I've never actually tried it on the sink though, because where we go we usually have hookups, so I don't need the water. Dual sinks. shade right here. The bottom of it's coming apart a little bit, it needs to be sewed up, but that retracts up, and then the window flips out right there. Your above compartments, tons of storage. Then you have your bunk. So let me get back a little bit. I got a bunch of stuff on there right now. Technically that's a bunk. For a little kid it probably actually wouldn't be that bad. This is technically the mattress. I don't know who would sleep on this thing, but it's thin. Usually I use it as a mattress topper. But we usually use this area for storage. We would put all of our luggage and everything up there, our bed sheets and clothes and everything. But it can be a bunk. You can put a kid up there, and if you don't want it up there, then you can actually fold the thing up and it turns into like a little cupboard. This is a sofa right here. This turns into a bed, so the bottom pulls out right here. That slides all the way out, and then the back folds down, and it turns into like technically like a queen. It's a little bit smaller than a queen, I think. But if you're using just a sofa, you can flip the table up, and then it's got like a little bump out, so you can eat there. You can maybe play cards and stuff on it before. It's got a little table on this side. I'll put the light on. There's another light up there I can flip on. It's all LED bulbs I put in here, so you don't use much electricity at all. All those curtains right there come apart, and the windows flip out when you raise the rock guard up. And then more compartments up here. This is the only peeling in the entire trailer, actually. Just a little bit of delamination right there coming apart, but everything else is in really nice shape. That is the table right there too, by the way. There's a couple metal posts up here, and they pop into the ground right there. And then the kitchen table sits right here. Let me get back and actually show you that. So the kitchen table would sit right here where that tent is. And then you can eat at the table here. And then this also turns into a bed. So that's why we don't have the table in here right now. Usually we'll pull this out right here. And then this whole thing pops down, and I'm 6'3". I pull this couch out, and if you know, width-wise, it fits okay. My feet hang off the end, but I do have a like I made a little bed extension for it, and my feet sit on in the end, but it's doable. Me, my wife, and my 2 kids all sleep in here. Just some more compartment. This is the freshwater tank. I don't know what size it is. It's the wheel well. Some flares. Fire extinguisher is original as far as I know, so if it works, I don't know. I tinted these windows right here. Pull the curtains over, just because when we're parked, usually we'll put this side out because the door is right there, and you get quite a bit of sun in here, and it does get hot because this model doesn't have the air conditioner. However, if you wanted to put an air conditioner in here, it does have the electricity for it right there. You just have to put a plug in and then mount the roof AC on it. There's another vent just like the one in the bathroom. There's 2 vents in this thing total. I also replaced that vent too. That's only less than a year old. And nothing leaks on this one. It never has. The whole rest of this roof is completely rock solid. The floors are all original flooring, original laminate. No soft spots anywhere. It's been an awesome camper. We've used it for 2 years, and we're selling our house, and we're looking to upgrade to a different camper because the family's getting a little bit bigger, and this one's gonna go. The total weight on this thing is 2,200 pounds dry. That's no luggage in it, no water. The window. So this can be pulled with a larger SUV or a minivan with a bigger motor in it. The rims and tires were put on last summer, brand new. The center caps are used, which is why I see a little bit of rust there, but got wheel locks on it. The tires are like brand new. See if I can get a picture of that. Tons of tread. I got all stainless hardware on it. I really went through the details and replaced everything that was broken on this thing. The awning retracts out, which I'm not going to go through that. That's really I could do it myself, but it's a 2-person job. That comes out, and that's in really nice shape too. It's got 2 tiny little holes in it, I should say. I don't even want to call them holes because they're from like a fire or something, like campfire, like from an ash or something. And those just touch the top of it. Nothing major at all, but I'm just pointing out every detail. This is the rock guard right here. Pull that out, and that folds up, and then you can tighten it up, and it'll stick straight out. But you keep that down for travel. I got some levelers up here. And sunline decal I had custom made actually last year because they don't make these anymore. And I really wanted the original decal, so I put something similar to it on. The blue is a little bit lighter than the rest of it, but I wanted to keep the originality of the trailer. This is your single propane tank. The whole frame I repainted on it. It's all factory color again. Battery's good. I think it's a 2-inch ball. I'd have to double check that. But this hitch works just fine. It's got a spot for a padlock on the side right there. You lock it up when you hook it up. Chains all are fine. It does have an emergency breakaway, which the end of it I think has come off of it. I must have been dragging on the road at one point, but trailer brakes do work on it. They work really good. This is the side compartment for storage. I got a bunch of junk in here right now. The lock is a little stiff. There we go. That goes all the way underneath the bed in there. Usually I'll keep my jacks, and I got a life jacket in there right now. But that goes all the way through the other side. You can put fishing poles in there. Whatever else you want to do. That's the hot water heater. It's got a new gas valve on it. I put it on it last year. Cover's been repainted. Wheels and tires are the same. This is your propane and electric fridge. That's the access panel. You want to take that out and clean it periodically. All stainless hardware I put up here because these like to leak a lot on a lot of these models, so I made sure that I went around and actually put newer hardware in and made sure it was all solid. Rear bumper has been repainted. All the bulbs have been checked on it. And then the roof was sealed before I bought it. I did replace all this molding. This is just like a plastic molding, but I changed that all the way around it. Just because it was dry rotted. Let's see if I can get a video up on the roof. It's dirty up there. Oh. It's all there. You can see the new covers. I kept I keep it covered up. It stays outside in the winter time, but it gets covered up with a big tarp, and I bungee cord it down just to keep the snow and the ice off of it, and I brush it off every storm. I don't know if you can be able to see much underneath. Not really, but it's in good shape though. And that's pretty much for the interior, I guess. I figured I'd make this video just to take some of the questions off from people, because a lot of people have been asking me every little detail and question about this thing. It's a very desirable camper as far as the size goes, because you can tow it with a smaller vehicle and you don't have to tow this monster down the highway. This thing tows very nice down the highway. You don't need stabilizer bars. I just pull it with a half-ton truck and it pulls it no problem. But this is located in Southbridge, Massachusetts. If anybody's interested, you can PM me through Facebook, which is probably where you're going to see this post anyways. And I can finish up any questions that somebody might have before they come down and check it out. Thanks for watching.